Bears are in an open relationship.
Oh, man.
Open relationship, man.
But I get it.
One of the things I was very critical of who they were going to bring on. As you know, as both of you know, I wanted Harbaugh. I knew that might have been a pipe dream, but I wanted Harbaugh. Me. However,
understandable though.
I feel like they needed a leader of men, culture change. So they bring in the DC from the Colts, Matt Eberflus, Flus guy.
Say his name again.
Flus guy. He already got a nickname for me, Flus guy.
Flus guy.
They bring in Matt Eberflus, right? And surprisingly, I'm more optimistic than bigger Bears fans. I want to know how is this possible? You two being two of the biggest Bear fans that I know. I want to know, am I bugging? And why am I bugging? JB, I'm going to start off with you because you are the resident sports podcaster here who follows the Bears even more closely than myself and a lot of people. So I'm pretty sure you got the 401. Am I bugging? Why?
So no, you're not bugging. What I'm gonna call you, D, is I'm gonna call you what you're cautiously optimistic. And there's nothing wrong with being cautiously optimistic because we don't know what this guy is gonna do. Hell, had somebody, shunned Sean McVay when he first got his opportunity.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So in my heart of hearts, I'm saying, yeah, we probably need to go ahead and pump our brakes and give this guy a chance. But my fandom and my football acumen just says the Bears continue to lie to us. They continue to be a contradictory story in the making. They tell us, hey, we're going to get it right this time. We want a head coach with coaching experience, former head coaching experience. Does Eberflus have head coaching experience? No, he does not. Then they tell us we want to get an offensive innovator that's going to develop Justin Fields. That didn't happen either. So now it's like you try not to put the cart before the horse, but they're not leaving us any choice. So it's like Ryan Poles, I was all happy. For those that don't know, getting a minority GM gives the Bears an extra pick, a third-round compensatory pick, which we sorely need because our draft capital is in the toilet. But you would figure getting a guy with this ilk coming from that Kansas City tree, you would think your first, second, and third thing would be to get a coach in here to do something with your number one asset. You have to protect him, true enough. But what good is protecting somebody that has not been developed?
Absolutely. Javan, what you think?
I mean, he took a lot of my points, but I just got fire and vigor. You know what I'm saying? But more so logic. You know what I mean? This is where I had the issue with it. Logically, okay? The Bears are not a bad defensive team and never have been. We always put our hat on our defense.
Correct.
Because our offense has always been shit. All right, for the most part. If we get some shit going, wonderful. You know what I'm saying? This is something different. You actually have a true franchise-changing quarterback with a talent set that is more where this league is at right now. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. You go out, you the GM have no issues with, hey, you got it. Head coach, though, you get a defensive coordinator from the Colts. Now, I haven't got jumped on all day for going, but I wasn't going wild. I'm going on the logic side. If I'm working with this young QB to be one of them dudes because of what I see, why in the hell am I getting somebody who's more defensive oriented, regardless of anything? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna sign off on this or that. And if your niche is defense or otherwise, I'm gonna leave it up to my OC. And I was looking, and they was like, they're looking at the OC at Philly. Like, what are we doing?
I think they said it was like the I think they said he was like the passing coordinator or something.
Passing game coordinator, yeah.
Come on. Why do we keep small marking ourselves, slow balling ourselves? You know what I'm saying? We'll take 2 steps forward to take 5 steps back, and it be obvious. It's like, what the fuck? So you get Color and you get Brandon Marshall, but you don't get a fucking line.
Right.
As long as Color was here, he put up numbers, and the biggest number was how many times he got sacked. So what are you trying to sell us? You get tired of that shit, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So as much as folks was getting on me earlier or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking more so logically. If I have this type of quarterback, why am I coming in with a defensive mindset like that, on something like that? Well, you know, they were top 10 in the league. And God damn it, go look at the real numbers. They're no different from where the Bears are now.
No, and they played they had a
We're
really
not going to talk about that, John.
mild schedule.
We're not going to talk about that, John.
You play the Jaguars and you play the Texans.
Dude.
Huge
John,
numbers.
I checked your
That's why I
shit.
hate analytics.
I checked your shit, John, and somebody was talking to you about Dan Quinn and how shit went left in the Super Bowl. But you hired a dude that let the Jaguars stop him from getting into the playoffs? Dude, what are we talking about? Explain it to me. Logically.
We can't make this up.
I asked everybody, explain it logically, and nobody is give them a chance. Why? Why do I got to give anybody a chance when it's proven commodity out there? Why
here's how I feel. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm a back a little bit. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. How I feel about it is that, listen, from my research on the Flus guide, from my info, apparently he's a great communicator. He's a great teacher. He's a great leader of men. If you guys remember, I said that the Bears need, before anything, a leader of men.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I feel like as a head coach, if my head coach is a leader of men, I'm perfectly fine with permeates throughout the rest of the coaching staff. You know what I mean? Because there has to be a voice of discipline, a voice of mentorship, a voice of leadership in the locker room. And if he is that guy, then I'm fine. You know what I mean? And I'm fine. Okay. Now, my main question is, and I don't want to spend too much time on it because y'all know I got a big time guest coming on.
No doubt.
But my main thing is that who fills out the rest of the staff, right? So now I feel like with this hire, now it goes, okay, you bet not miss on the OC. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Now, if they get the passing game coordinator from the Eagles, I'm not gonna lie, I might flip my shit. I might flip my shit. If they hit you with a Joe Brady, a Codwell, somebody from like the Cal Shanahan coaching tree.
Wait a second. Time out, D-son.
We got 5 minutes, guys.
If you're gonna go Caldwell, why didn't you just hire him as the head coach?
And that's exactly what I was gonna say. And
I ain't got no problem with Caldwell, man.
And dig a little deeper. If you go Joe Brady, hell, he couldn't get Cam Newton back right, and damn sure couldn't get Sam Darnold on track.
Time out. That's not true.
They were doing fine until the injuries in Carolina.
Yeah, they were doing fine until they got into some real boys.
No. I disagree with you. When Darnold got hurt, that was more so of this, and nobody can talk to Cam Newton.
But I say this. You want to say Joe Brady, look what he did with Joe Burrow. I'm looking at what Joe Burrow's done since Joe Brady.
Okay.
And what Joe Brady has lacked to do, regardless if you want to say injury or not.
Okay.
Sam Darnold had the first 3 games good, then like the next 6 games were bad, then he got hurt. So I'm not going to sit up there and just put my hat on Joe Brady either. If you get a Caldwell, of which I always wanted him to be my OC to start, but again, watch for this name. Don't be surprised if Ken Dorsey is your offensive coordinator trying to catch lightning in the bottle for what he did with Josh Allen, because he's Josh Allen's quarterback coach.
Yeah, he's Josh Allen's quarterback coach. My man Slim, y'all know Slim. Slim said he wouldn't mind Ken Dorsey. This the same Ken Dorsey, that quarterback for Miami, right?
Yes.
And was a bust in San Francisco as a quarterback.
I mean, I don't think
why don't
nobody
you
expected
just go after the OC for Buffalo?
Because if you make a lateral move, you either got to give him an assistant head coaching job and extra money. Okay. You just can't move laterally unless his contract was over.
Or like a head coach and waiting type
coach. Right. Well, that's the assistant head coach, which usually goes to the OC of a defensive coordinator or a special teams coach.
He should have just been the coach.
All right, guys. So before I before I dismiss you guys and let you guys do what you got to do or whatever, 30 seconds or less. We're gonna start with you, JB. Then we're gonna move to you, Javan. What is the ceiling you think for this hire for the Bears?
Year one, same record, 6-11.
He giving them too much. I was gonna say, what was their record? You just told me 6-11, 4 and whatever the other 2 games go to the line.
13.
Hey man.
And I'm on record. You can put me on record. I hope that it's not that. But dude, there's nothing here
because they have to hit more in free agency than they can in the draft, which is hard to do. So
absolutely.